Welcome to Spring LIB.
All right. So this question is basically asking for you to remember what a bog is, first of all, what its characteristics are, and then to reason out based on those characteristics why organisms like humans have been sort of preserved in these environments. Um, so bogs are kind of like marshy areas with a lot of stagnant water. And because you have a lot of stagnant water, the oxygen levels in them, because um, organisms have already been sort of dying off in the water and decaying, have kind of used up a lot of the oxygen as they're decaying. Oxygen is part of the oxidation process, that's part of decomposition. Um, so the oxygen levels now are pretty low, and the organic material in them is actually pretty high. Both of these things actually lead to lower pH. And having a low pH is like having a big acid bath. So it kind of acts like a giant pickling bottle, if you will. Um, Now that we have that down, of our option choices, only option C and D have the correct coordination of the characteristics with the low oxygen content. They should all say high organic acids. I think that was a typo. It happens, trust me. But but those things lower the pH, so they're both correct on that. However, option C uh, tells us that these prevent oxidation, thus slowing decomposition, but option D says that these prevent reduction. However, as we have just described, uh, oxidation is the process that's a part of decomposition, not reduction. So D, because of that language choice, is out, and our D is out, excuse me, and C is our answer.